Hey friends, welcome to Afternoon Yoga and welcome to your day 2 of Journey to Presence. I'm going to be focused today on grounding. So we're going to stay nice and low to the floor, to the ground. And if you need anything here, any blankets or blocks, go ahead and grab them now, pause the video. Otherwise, we're going to get started lying on your back. So you can make your way there, plant your feet down, and then just guide yourself with your hands, with your arms all the way down to your back. And start with some presence and awareness of your breath. So start to bring it in and out through your nose. And cultivating that breath throughout your practice today. You can hug both knees into your chest. Take palms to your knees and then keep your toes together, but hug your knees into your chest and then take them out and around. Big circles with the knees. And taking a moment to check in and notice how you've arrived in your space, how you've arrived on your mat, physically in your body, and then emotionally and cognitively. And do you have a lot of thoughts bouncing around or just a couple? And are those thoughts familiar or are they brand new? Still moving with the breath, moving around the knees, just feeling your tailbone, your sacrum pressing down into the mat. You can hug both knees together and then just rock a little side to side. Exhale, slowly release both feet to your mat and then send your right toes up towards the sky. Just start to roll out your right ankle and flex and point your right toes. We're going to just cross the right foot over your left knee. Create a figure 4 here. And then we're going to focus on pushing the right knee towards the front of your mat first, flexing right toes to protect that knee. And then if you'd like, you can interlace your fingertips around your left knee and hug it into your chest. And starting to bring some awareness into your right hip and your right hamstring. And see if you can find the full length of your spine pressing down. So get a slight tuck of your chin into your chest and then notice your upper back, your middle back, and your low back pressing down. Exhale, slowly release that grip. And then we're just going to switch it out. Plant your right foot down. Inhale, left toes high. Take a moment to just feel into your hamstring. By pointing and flexing the toes, you'll go in between and outside of activation in that hamstring and your quad. Just noticing any tension, any tightness that you might be carrying. And then cross left ankle over your right knee. Again, flex your left toes first and then press your left knee towards front of your mat. Maybe you stay here. This is a great stretch already. Or maybe you interlace your hands and then pull your right knee in towards your chest. Focusing on that full length of the spine. So often here we want to lift the lower back up. I'm inviting you to press down into your mat. Finding that slow ocean-like breath. In and out through your nose, each breath just a tiny bit longer than your last. Exhale, slowly release. We'll just unwind. You can bring your arms out to a cactus shape here. So 90 degrees with the elbows and then press your shoulders down, unwind your legs. Use your lower belly to hug both knees into your chest. So without lifting the arms, without lifting the shoulders. And then as you exhale, send your knees over towards the right. We'll find a supine twist here. And as you land, focus in on that right shoulder blade. I want you to pick it up off of your mat for me and then lay it back down and notice how that twists you just a little bit deeper here. And bringing all of your breath and all of your awareness into that left lung, into the left rib cage. You can even place your left hand there if it's helpful. And then start to breathe in and out. On day 2 of this journey, and just being gentle with the body. We're not rushing anything. We're not going right into any fast movements today. We're just giving your body the time and the space to get familiar with this practice. Focusing first on your breath and then building from there. One last breath here. Big inhale through your nose. I'm going to exhale, hug both knees back into your chest, just using your low belly here. So no hands. And letting the spine reset. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, knees go over towards the left. Again, check in with that left shoulder. Pick it up off of your mat. So just lift for a moment and then place it right back down. And checking in with your hip flexors, your fingertips and toes, and notice where you're gripping. Relax your face, your eyebrows, your jaw. Inhale, slowly bring it back through center. And then we're just gonna rock and roll full length of your spine here. So take it really slow, just send your feet up towards the sky. You can keep your palms down if that's helpful, and just rock your spine up and down just to the width, just to the depth of however it feels good in your body. So nothing more, nothing less. One last rock here, and then eventually make your way up to a seat. We're gonna bring soles of your feet together. Find Supta Baddha Konasana. Sitting up tall in your spine, hands come to your ankles. And then let your shoulder blades relax down your back. You can slowly start to crawl your fingertips forward and then round into your spine. Tuck your chin to your chest. Focusing here on your hips and your hamstrings, your hip flexors. And just kind of letting gravity do the work of pulling your knees down towards the mat. One last big breath here, in through your nose. And then exhale, slowly start to roll it up one vertebra at a time. Stack your spine. Take your hands to the outer edges of your knees and then hug them in towards your chest like you're closing up a book. I'm gonna turn to the long edge of your mat. Send your left leg out long. Take your right foot to the inside of your left inner thigh. And then we're going to turn the whole body, torso, towards the front of your mat, squaring towards your toes. Keep the left toes nice and flexed, and then we'll slowly start to crawl fingertips down. You can just round over into your spine. And here, a nice big bend into your knee, and then rounding over can be really nice for any low back pressure, low back pain. So if you've got any of that going on, then I invite you there with a big bend into your knee. If not, just lower on down and then tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, breath. Slowly keep your chin tucked to your chest here, and then just crawl your fingertips back. We're gonna feel sit bones rooted down first, and then lumbar spine, thoracic spine, middle of the back, all the way up to your cervical spine. Let your head and neck stack. Inhale, right hand up and back, press it down, back behind you, and then lift your hips up high. Sweep your left hand up and over, find a side body stretch. Activation here in the fingertips, in your toes. Exhale, slowly drop your bottom right back down, and we're just gonna switch it out. So your right leg goes out long, left foot comes to your inner thigh, and then square your hips towards the front of your mat. We'll just keep a long spine here. Slowly start to crawl your fingertips out. Letting your spine round on down, and then finding a soft belly here. Noticing if you're gripping, notice if you're tensing. And try to find that childlike state of the belly where kids kind of just walk around with their belly poking out. And then as we get older and older, we start to suck in and hold things, and it kind of becomes a habit for us. So try to let that belly go. Just feel it expand on top of your leg. Releasing any judgment there. And one last breath in through your nose. And then start to extend your spine and crawl your fingertips back 1 inch at a time, keeping that chin tucked to your chest. Your sit bones root down, and then stack your spine all the way up. Notice your tendency to move quickly here. Inhale, take your left hand up and back, plant it down behind you, and then sweep your hips up towards the sky. Lift your right hand up and over. You can take your gaze towards right bicep, pressing down in your left palm. Exhale, drop your hips right back down, and then find an easy pose. Sitting up tall here, you can bring your hands to your knees, and then we'll take the shoulders, roll them up to the ears, and then tuck them into your back pockets. Roll them down. And we'll do one more for good measure. Big breath in, bring them up, and then exhale, roll them back. Spread your collarbones wide. Feel your sit bones root down. Close down your eyes, grow 1 inch taller in your spine. And just taking a moment to notice how quickly we can shift our energy when we start to slow down the breath. When we find these practices low to the ground, and often we give ourselves a lot of excuses as to why we can't show up. We just don't have the time, we don't have the space, we don't have the energy. But this practice is truly here for you in any way that you show up, and it's just about honoring that energy. Finding that space and not expecting anything more or less than what you have in your body at any given time. Big breath in, reach the arms up overhead, palms come together. Exhale, hands to your heart, bow your head, and thank yourself for your practice. From my heart to yours, I will see you all tomorrow. Namaste.